It's exciting to be stepping into not old times, but new times. The Marvel behind us was a beautiful time. The in-between is a bit strange, but where we are now is
Hey, so we just got out of watching Fantastic Four in theaters. This movie, what did you think of this movie, man? How are you feeling coming out of this movie?
just joyful, inspired. It really was such a fun ride. Very bold and just truthful to what it was set out to do. And I do feel like it was everything that was shown in the trailers and yet more. There's really that delivery of family, of love, of so much heart. And I definitely would encourage a lot of people to go and see this because it's definitely worth your time.
Absolutely. There's a lot of new things here. Marvel has been quite the roller coaster recently. And the last theatrical experience with Marvel was Thunderbolts. That was a great surprise. We loved that movie. And, it left us with quite the interesting cliffhanger at the end credits and the cast with the director, Matt Shackman, just everyone involved. I think they really leaned into making this different, making this special, like Josh said, bold, leaning into the tone and into the era, even though it was like a different Earth, going into like that 60s retro vibe. I think it suited the Fantastic Four, Marvel's original family, very well. So yeah, those are our initial thoughts. Now we're going to transition over to some friends that we brought with us, and then our sister and our mom, and then our dad's thoughts on Fantastic Four. All right, so here today with me, I got
Ethan.
And I got
Alfredo.
No, yeah, what did you guys think? What's your initial takeaway coming out of the theater?
I think it was action-packed. It was like really amazing. Something Marvel we haven't seen before, where it just like comes from a different perspective, I guess. And it's definitely the precursor to something big in the future.
Definitely. And what about you, Alfredo? What
Definitely didn't disappoint. I've been hearing a lot about this movie, especially like Matthew said with the Thunderbolts post-credit. It definitely put up a lot of hype for this movie, and it did not disappoint. Like Ethan said, it was action-packed. It was like different, the 60s vibe. It was like it created the movie in a way. How like the technology was older, but like more advanced at the same time. Like I thought that was a cool effect they had. Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of hype for Doomsday coming up.
Yeah. What are some elements that the actors brought that made the whole family dynamic interesting to you?
They had really bold performances, especially we had some new casts, for sure. They do amazing jobs. They come out great, alive, very truthful, and great performances.
Solid all around, all the time. What character stood out to you?
Johnny
Storm, yeah.
I don't know, he played the part like really well. Like sort of like the underdog of the team in a way. And so I like that. It was like a cool character.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's Ethan and Alfredo's thoughts. Now we're going to pass it over to my mom and sister.
Yeah, no, we absolutely loved it. I was a little bit skeptical, honestly, but no, it did not disappoint at all. It was very, very exciting, very unpredictable, surprisingly unpredictable. Usually trailers can ruin it for you, but they actually did really well when it came to advertising the movie. They didn't show too much, but just enough to keep you intrigued and very excited for the film. So I did appreciate that. Everyone's performances were outstanding. Everything, just lots of twists and turns, and the family dynamic. I don't know if you wanted to talk about that, Mom, but I thought it was phenomenal. I loved it. Just everyone's chemistry. It worked. It was wonderful. It was colorful too with the palette because of the time that it took place as well. It felt like breath of fresh air, kind of like Thunderbolts as well, but obviously in its own unique way, which was really great. But what about you?
I think the vibe of the 60s with the new technology and like the futuristic look, it was really cool. Like you're like, oh wow, this is the old times, but yet we're in the future, and it was just something that you could definitely put yourself in this new world as like a clean slate of something fresh and new. I was nervous coming into it. I do feel like I started to feel like it was moving slow as it progressed. I was like, oh, it's kind of slow. But when they culminated the story, I was really impressed with how much attention they gave to the detail of each character, the development of the storyline. I think because it is the first movie that's setting up what's coming, it was beautiful to see that they weren't lazy with like their character development, or they weren't just speeding through things, because sometimes you get more of one character and then they kind of just throw a bunch of people in there. This was really, really beautifully laid out, almost evenly, I think. I don't think
attention to all the characters.
Yeah, they didn't give one attention more than the other. Yeah, and I don't want to speak. I'm almost giving you a spoiler, but child baby actors, they did a great job. They casted a really good baby. I loved it. Yes, go Marvel. I was impressed.
Yes, we're looking forward to what's to come, especially Doomsday.
Yeah.
Hey, family and friends. Okay, I'm walking out now out of a very late showing of Fantastic Four. It's almost 2 in the morning here. But look, it's very different this time. I'm not with the family. I'm out of town. I was just filming a short indie project, and I had to see this movie. I know they saw it tonight. So here are my thoughts. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. This is something very unique. I mean, I had a feeling from the trailer it was going to be something very unique. Some of the things that I speculated in the trailer actually happened, so it delivered on many instances. It just feels like a different world, a different dimension, you know. And there's a lot I wanna say, but I don't want to spoil the movie for those of you that have not seen it. Here's my short and skinny of it. You have to go see it. It connects. Of course, it's Marvel. It's going to connect to other things and other elements, but it's very own thing. And it is very well done. It is absolutely masterfully done. It's a period piece in its own right. It reminded me of the Jetsons. It reminded me of something that maybe I'd seen as a kid, you know. So obviously, I know the comics were not anything I ever really got into as a kid, and so this yet made me feel like I was reading a comic of a sort that I used to watch, or rather read, when I would, you know, run into these comics. Sometimes when I'd go to this place called Main Street back in Miami Lakes, there was a place called Main Street where the movie theaters were there, comic books were there, little cafes, and this was this little hub where you could run into a little bit more of this kind of world that unless it was X-Men, I wasn't getting into much of anything else. But this movie made me feel connected to parts of my childhood. It reminded me of the Adventures of Bucky O'Hare, some of the space stuff that was going on. It was just wonderful. It was beautiful. The performances were out of this world. Haha, no pun intended. No, truly, they were very grounded in reality. The comedy was sincere. It wasn't marvelized. I don't know. This just felt different and fresh and new, and I loved it. And I can't wait to break this open more with the family. I'm going to send this video out to them as soon as I can and reconnect with them so that we can talk more about this, because there's a lot to unpack. I have questions because I don't know the lore of Fantastic Four. I have a lot of questions, and I cannot wait to unearth. Sorry with the puns, it's late. I can't wait to unearth a lot of these details, and you know, it's really good. It's so good. So if you can, go see this movie. And it's not just fun, it's not just enjoyable. You know, some people may argue, I was worried that it was going to be too short, but it felt just right. It felt just right. Maybe because I'm watching it so late and 2 hours is plenty. But you know, maybe you can make the argument it could have been longer, but again, do you flush that out too soon? And we got a lot in the time we got. So 10 out of 10 for me right now, 5 out of 5, however you want to rate this, and we will talk more about it as we go. This just feels really wonderful to finally come out of a theater consistently. Now Thunderbolts and this, for me, they landed. So thank you, Marvel. Here we go.
All right, so those were our initial out of the theater thoughts on Fantastic Four. Definitely go check this out in theaters. It was quite the Marvel experience, just a fun ride, new look at this Fantastic Four family. And yeah, we're excited for Doomsday. All roads lead to Doomsday. We're over a year out. They definitely pushed it out to December of next year.
Which is good.
Not May. It's good. Yeah.
Not May. We're gonna be like Galactus, hungry for some Marvel.
Some more,
you know,
yeah.
it's just what we do, and so it's exciting to wait and anticipate in a very positive space.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to be stepping into not old times but new times. I think that's a very important thing to emphasize. These are new times. The Marvel behind us was a beautiful time. The in between is a bit strange, but where we are now is a beautiful thing. So thank you to everyone that worked on the movie. Michael Giacchino, musically, yes, and yes. I would love to work with you one day if you're watching this. I love music, scoring things, so thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, wise words. Yeah, it's all about new chapters, new territory.
Yeah.
Even with Superman, we're entering a new era with superhero movies and comic book movies in general. So
the theaters have been more packed.
Yes.
I've been seeing that they've been more packed than they have been.
Yeah.
which is a beautiful
Definitely a
thing to see.
beautiful thing to see. But definitely go check out this movie. Meet us in the comments. Let us know what you thought of Fantastic Four. If you liked it, loved it, didn't like it, what stood out to you, and what you're most looking forward to in Avengers Doomsday. Besides that, you guys go out there, spread your light, and we'll see you in the next MaJeliv video of MaJeliv Day.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.